Good afternoon. How y'all doing on a wonderful, wonderful, bright, sunny afternoon? We're having a short week, so let's get through it. Let's go on and make it happen, and let's enjoy our day. Topic of today is don't let it get you down. And first of all, I want to acknowledge today is 2/22/22. So that is very unique, those dates 2/22/22. If anyone may know what they think that means, if it has any kind of significant meaning, chime in, let us know. But I'm quite sure it's something behind all those twos for sure. So, how's everybody? How was your holiday weekend? Man, it had me all day from the time I got up thinking that it was Monday. I don't know why. I just had it all mixed up. Thought it was Monday from the time I got up. Actually, yesterday I thought it was Sunday. So I was running around doing, uh, Sunday. I thought I was going to have to get up Monday. So I did all my Sunday stuff. Didn't realize that I had an extra day. So anyway, had me a little off there, but I'm back on track now. Reality has set in. Yes, it has. So, but the message of the day is don't let it get you down. You know, sometimes your day can start off with such a funk, even your week, sometimes your month. But let's stick to your day. Your day could start off with such a funk that it will become a downer. From the time you get out the bed to the time you get that first phone call of the day, to the time you get on the freeway and the traffic is off the hook like it was this morning, um, to the time you sit down at your desk, be it at work or at your own place of business, wherever it is, you have to start off. Sometimes it can be just ridiculously a downer depending on what hits you. And a lot of times things seem to hit us all at once, it seems. You know, it's like, oh boy, here we go with one of them days. And from the time you get out of the bed, you got people irritating you to death. Irritating you in every which way. And you have to get to a point where you can just bind that spirit. Because the only thing it is a negative spirit that is trying to hold you back, hold you down, put you in a depression, a depressed state, and have you start your day off in a very, very bad way. Not worth it, you guys. You know, we have to learn how to woosah. We have to learn how to find things to focus on and to channel our energy on and around that takes us away from that zone of weighty heaviness of situations that could and would and will happen to each and every one of us. You know, some of us are tried and tested through all kinds of channels at one time. Some may just have one thing they're dealing with at one time. We don't know how it's going to hit. We don't know why it hits and for how long it's going to hit. But trust me, you will get through it. Um, you have to find a way, first of all, to deal with one hurdle at a time. Sometimes we can easily get totally overwhelmed, just overwhelmed because not one, but two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 things are just happening at once. So you start to get overwhelmed and the anxiety builds up. And before you know it, you are just out of your mind. Excuse me, you out of your mind with weights of negative energy and you're trying to box with everything at one time And that's not the way you do it. You can't deal with every issue at one time. So you have to pick and choose based on priority, based on what needs to be handled right now in the moment and cannot wait. You have to base it on that and deal with one situation at a time. I don't care what it is. Some of you, I'm gonna be a little funny with this one, but some of you may have 5 or 6 women or 4 or 5 men at one time and become so overwhelmed with the energy of it all because it starts to get weighty. Everybody has needs at the same time, and you're only one person. You're only one person, so you're trying to deal with the needs of everyone at the same time. It's going to wear you down. I don't care how super bionic you think you are, it's going to weigh you down. Somebody is going to get the short end of the stick. Somebody is not going to get your overall 100 plus percent. They may get 20 or 30. It's going to be like that because you're trying to balance and channel energy to everybody at one time. No, 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 no. Can't be done. That's why it can be so complicated to be involved with more than one person because it's a thing where everybody kind of deserves all of you. Everyone kind of deserves the best of you. There may be one that you are feeling a little bit more than the other, but everyone deserves and has your emotional feeling, your heart, at the same time. So then the weight and the energy becomes dark and challenging because you feel bad not giving this person what they deserve, but giving this person what they deserve and not giving this person only half of what they deserve. You feel bad about it. So that's why it's not always a good thing to try to jiggle quite a few people at a time. Now, some will say, well, if I'm single, why not? I ain't got nobody trying to tell me what I can and can't do. Why not? I'm single. But being single doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have 4 and 5 people at one time that you gigging. I mean, I could see going out on different dates here and there trying to get to know people, but I'm talking about really having to jiggle emotionally and physically 4 and 5 different people just because you could be single and have your focus and your sights on one particular person until you see that they are not really for you or you don't feel that they deserve all your attention. Then you shift. You shift it. But why hold on to 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time? Why? So how do we deal with these heavyweights, this darkness, these challenges? How do we deal with it? And that's with relationships or life, period. Dealing with people who, you know, what amazes me, I just had another thought. When you have those long, long, long time friends, you may have been friends for 30, 40 years, and then all of a sudden something happens where you're out of contact with one another or you're no longer really you may have an issue with that person and the person don't even know what the issue is, but it's an issue that you have and you've never really talked about it or aired out the laundry. So 30, 40 years of your sisterhood or brotherhood is put on the top shelf somewhere. That gets my goat. Absolutely do. I mean, to me, you go through a mourning period, you go through a disconnect, you go through a not trusting, the loyalty is gone, you go through all this separation based on probably something that was this little, or something that was misunderstood, or something that should have been handled. So then you have this darkness and this weight between you and that person, and both sides is being too stubborn to try to balance and work it out. I think it's an utter outrageous waste to give up a friendship of so many years, or to give up a relationship of so many years that you have invested and had so many memories of. And if you really think about it, nobody is perfect. And sometimes misunderstandings do come about. And you find out later that the person meant nothing about that, or it wasn't even what you thought. But it takes you talking about it, airing out the laundry, and if the situation matters to you, work it out. You don't let 2, 3, 4, 5 years go by before you try to come back together again, and then what? You don't trust it. You just don't trust it. It gets my goat, really does. It's a situation that just really flusters me, because friendship, loyalty, family, relationship, all that is very important to me. It's to the heart, it's to the soul, to the gut. When it's right, when it's been, when you've given that much of yourself to that person and that relationship that you have for them and with them, and it's just crust, just fades away, pisses me off for real. I just want y'all to know. But anyway, how do you deal with these heavyweights of life? How do you find a way to strike the balance? Be it relationships, friendships, your job, everything just comes down on you at one time. And we can't get away from or dismiss when we're talking about losing the life of someone that we love and care about, that's no longer going to be here anymore. And that's why it's so important, the little things, those little reasons why you put bridges between people, you got to stop that, because who's here today may not be here tomorrow. You may not even be here tomorrow. So you have got to stop letting the negative energy and the bad weights come in between you and what you do. Now, when you have something that is coming your way, that is trying to disrupt your day, that is trying to put a negative energy in the midst of you, sometimes you have to step back, woosah, regroup, and sometimes, unfortunately, you got to just let situations go. Mm-hmm. I said it. Sometimes you have to let situations go. Because once you get to a point of seeing that it's a disease, it's poison, that it is doing nothing but trying to smother you and suffocate you and hold you down from the brightness and the positive energy of life, you have to do something different. You see many that are so depressed about whatever the situation, because they have a hard time letting it go, coming to terms with it, dealing with it, and walking away and woosahing from it. They have a hard time letting it go, be it relationships, marriages, jobs, friendships, all that stuff. They have a very hard time dealing with separation, separating themselves from the negative energy. And that even goes with, trying to communicate with somebody about something, and they're not meeting you halfway with even listening or trying to understand how you feel and what's going on with you. It's all about them. While you're in the midst of talking and trying to explain and trying to whatever, they are they are thinking about the next attack to make on you. So they haven't heard nothing that you've said. And then I wanted to bring up another point too, a little bit off course from this. I had talked about it a little bit on my show, I believe, but it was the question of nowadays in the new era, people come out and they straight up say, "Hey, I want to get with you tonight. Come on over here and give me some of that, so we can do what we do." And yeah, I want to get with you tonight. And they'll just tell you straight up what they want to do, be it women or men. Just tell you straight up, I just want to clap, 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 right? But when you have somebody that come at you, and I'm bringing this up again because this is a topic that was raised to me, and it really troubled my spirit because it's like that ain't cool. Now, if a person comes to you and they say, um, "You gonna come through tonight?" Won't, 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 won't. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make that happen. I'm gonna come through, and then you make plans to make it happen, and make a little time for them and give them a call and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be on my way. We can spend a little time, whatever." Now, as a grown adult, you and this person got a little history. Y'all get together here and there sometime, whatever. So anything goes. You may spend the night, it may go down, you may just cuddle, it may not go down, you may just watch a movie, have a drink, go home, whatever. You just flow with the moment, right? But then this person comes out and they say, "Oh, okay, so you gonna come through?" "Yeah, yeah, yeah, come through." So then they gonna say, well, if you ain't gonna give me none of that clap, 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 then look at the horn blowing while I'm trying to say this. That was a lie. If you ain't gonna give me the clap, 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 then you can just stay home. I'll see you some other time. Now, I don't know, not being a man, I don't know how men would take that. But I know when it was presented to me by someone who had just went through it, and first thing I thought, because, this person was a female, I'm like, "Oh, they said that? And this is somebody that you have been kicking it with on and off, and they care about you, and they're saying if you ain't gonna clap, 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 don't come? What that mean?" I'm like, that ain't cool. That makes a woman feel as though, talking from a woman, that makes a woman feel as though she's only worthy of being in your space and spending time with you if she's gonna clap, clap, clap. Now, I got feedback from a man who said, "No, that's just being straight up 100, letting the sister know if you come over to my crib today, we got to do this. Clap, clap today, because this is how I'm feeling. Now, we can watch a movie and do all that other stuff too, but we got to clap, clap." Now, one brother said that that's just keeping it 100. That's how they do nowadays. That's real. You just letting the person know that, look, this ain't gonna just be no movie night. For real. You come over, you're going to give me a little bit of something. You're going to have to clap. You're going to have to really clap tonight. But to say, if you ain't gonna come over here and clap, stay home? Ouch. You know, I think that it's okay to get sexy and juicy about it, as far as, you may talk that talk. "Yeah, girl, when you get over here tonight, it's about to go down. Because I've been fiending you. I've been wanting, girl, come on, hurry up. Get on over here with your fine self." Now, if somebody came at you like that, you would find it as a way of kind of flirting fun, you know, throwing a little intimacy out there, and just, sexy, and just letting it be known that you are desired, and I'm feeling some kind of sexy way, and I want you. That's different. But to put stipulations on it and say, "Don't come if you're not going to give me the clap, you just stay home." That's very hurtful. And, that just puts a woman in a whole different category. Hey, Keith. Yeah, I'm grown right now. That just puts a person in a whole nother category as the clapper. And that's it. Because now her intention could have been, I'm about to go over here and spend some little close time with Boo. We ain't spend no time in a minute. I got my little bag with me, and shoot, who knows? I may spend the night tonight, or I may go home, but we gonna spend some special time. And then you already know 9 times out of 10, because you've clapped with them before. This ain't no first date and you on reservations with it, but you got history of clapping with them every now and again. So you already know in the back of your mind that it's a good chance that you gonna be clapping tonight. But you don't want to make that seem as though that's the whole entire reason of the visit. It could be part of the visit. It could be something on his mind. It could be something he want to express, that he is a longing for you and wants you in that way. But if you can't do this, stay home. I'll wait. I'll wait. Because if y'all got something different to tell me to make me believe that that's cool, please do. Because I'm not seeing that. That's just like a woman telling a man that she gets with sometime that has little impotency issues or Vienna sausage issues. She may say, well, if your Vienna ain't operating tonight, boy, I'm in a certain kind of mood. Just stay home. Just stay home. How would that make a man feel? I'm pretty sure he would feel, first of all, hurt. And then he would feel like, wow, she just want to see me because of my Vienna or my situation, or whatever. You just don't do that when you become a mature, grown ass person. You just spend the time and you let it go. You just let it flow. You let it happen. Now, there is situations where, once you get in all good with somebody and it's going down like that and you talk nasty to each other, you may just come out and say, look, I want to you tonight. You need to get on over here. But you ain't going to throw behind it, well, if you don't want to do that, don't come. Stay home. You ain't going to, you just ain't going to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, with me being grown right now and bringing the real, I didn't shift it from a little bit of something to something else, and that's how I do. But real is real, y'all. And we have got to grow up and we have got to come out in the real with how we come at people. Remember, everyone has feelings. No one wants to feel as though it's just about their clap, especially a woman. A man don't want to feel as though it's about his thing long. You know what I'm saying? He also is not going to feel as though it's all about his money and that's it. You want to spend time with me because you need your PG&E bill paid. You want to spend time with me because your pockets is low. You want to spend time with me because you need to go out with your girls and ain't got no money, or you want that purse or whatever. Nobody wants to feel as though the time spent is only for what you're able to gain from them. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all let me know. Let me know. I'm not going to say if I'm wrong. If you feel differently, because I don't feel like I'm wrong. But if you feel differently, let me know. Let me know. So the thing I can say right now is let go, get rid of the darkness, that dark energy, no matter what it is. If it's somebody coming at you crooked, if it's somebody coming at you halfway straight, but not all the way straight, seems like they got some kind of hidden agendas, beware, pay attention. And when things start weighing you down all at one time, prioritize each situation and deal with it accordingly, one issue at a time. Don't allow things to overwhelm you where you got to sit up here and got 1,000 things on the brain that you trying to figure out, weigh, and balance and all that. And before you know it, you done laid out with a stress attack, a heart attack, a seizure, or whatever else comes behind stress. Strokes. You just don't let it do that to you. Don't. Deal with it as a grown folk. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go though. This was good. I could have kept on with this one. I'm gonna have to get back on that when I can. But right now, I got to go, y'all. Have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great beginning of the week. Bye.